Hey guys, let's talk about choosing yarn. So first thing you want to be concerned about is the weight of your yarn. The weight refers to the size of the strand. The next thing you want to think about are the fibers used in your strand. Are they natural? Are they synthetic? Is it a blend? We'll talk about that in a minute. The last thing I want you to think about are the washing instructions. How do you have to take care of this yarn once you've got it worked up into a beautiful piece? Make sure you follow those washing instructions. It can have catastrophic consequences if you don't, and nothing's worse than throwing something you made that's absolutely beautiful. You love it and you throw it in the washing machine and it gets ruined. So really watch those washing instructions. And I want to show you that you can find all of that information located right here on the back of your skein. So this is a yarn label. This here is Lion Brand Mandala yarn, which is one of my absolute favorites. Beautiful yarn. And as you can see here, we're going to take a peek at the label. So this right here is the weight symbol, and it's going to show you what weight this yarn is. You'll see this symbol on other brands as well. This is a different brand. This is Deborah Norville Serenity. This is her chunky line, which I also love. So, and as you can see, this one's a little bit different, but they have the same symbol. That symbol tells us what weight these yarns are. So this one here is a 3, which is a lightweight yarn. This one here is a bulky, which is a 5. So what that refers to is just the size of the strand. So as you can see, this one's quite dainty, whereas this one is a good deal thicker and chunkier. So your smallest weights are going to be your threads, and there's actually a whole range of thread sizes that we can touch on in a different video. What you're usually going to see are these weights right here that I have represented by these yarns. So here at the bottom, or the smallest I should say, is a 3. Your lightweight yarns, also sometimes referred to as fingerling. Moving up in size, you have a worsted weight. This is Karen Simply Soft. And again, we can, even though this is a different brand, just check the back label. There it is. This tells us that this is a 4, which is a medium, also called worsted, also called Aran weight. Those all mean the same thing. All they're referring to is something that falls into this 4 weight category. You can move up in size. And let's go first to this one because this would actually be the next size in the line. This is a bulky. And again, we're going to go back to the back. There's that 5 telling us that this is in the bulky weight class. And then larger, and there are yarns that are larger than this, but we'll touch on those in a different video. They're really specialty yarns. This is what you're usually going to see in the patterns you're working. So this is a super bulky, which falls into the 6 category. Now, the other thing you want to think about when you are choosing your yarn is the washing instructions. As you can see here on this Lion Brand Hometown USA, which again is a great, really affordable acrylic yarn, it's going to tell you the washing instructions. So again, make sure you follow those. It really is a bummer if you lose a piece because it didn't wash well. So another thing you want to pay attention to are your fiber contents. This tells you what the yarn is made of. This is an acrylic and rayon blend. So rayon is actually a natural fiber, whereas acrylic is a synthetic. And there's nothing wrong with that. You can totally blend the different fibers, no big deal. Or you can use something that is more of a pure fiber, like 100% cotton, or whatever you're in the market for. No big deal. Just make sure you choose something whose washing instructions you are willing to follow. So that's how you choose the weight of your yarn. Make sure that you're in the correct weight class. A lot of designers will give you the weight class of yarn they want you to use. They'll tell you to use worsted. They'll tell you to use a medium weight, bulky, whatever it is. And that's totally cool. Most designers will also give you a particular yarn line or brand that they prefer for that project. That's just because they have tested these. They've used these different yarns with them. And it's just the one that they recommend. That if you want to go with their recommendation, awesome, do it. But if you don't, that's totally cool too. Just make sure that you pick something that is in the same weight class as the yarn that's recommended. So theoretically, if you're looking for a worsted weight, you should be able to pick anything within the medium 4 weight class. Now, I do want to point out that there is a little bit of variation between the sizes and brands, even in the same weight class. So I want to show you a few that would be in the same weight class. These are all worsted weight yarns. And as you can see, their strand sizes and just the texture of the strands are really different. These are also different fibers. This is 100% acrylic. This is a wool and acrylic blend. This is a cotton and acrylic blend. So just something to keep in mind. Again, choose something that is appropriate for what you are making, for the person that you're making it for. But just keep in mind that even within the same weight class, things can work up just a little bit differently. So, just be aware of that and choose something that works for you. So I hope this was helpful. I hope next time you go to the yarn store or order online, you won't be overwhelmed by the millions of choices out there. There really are tons and tons of beautiful yarns. Pick something that speaks to you and fits the weight class recommended by your designer, and you'll turn out just fine. Hope that was helpful, guys. Thanks.